Right. So the Muggles. Muggle. That's what they say. Do Muggles have a specific voice? I don't remember. So we'll just wing it. It's good to see you again, Muggle. I hope you and your friends haven't been getting into too much trouble. Where's the other fella? Oh, you know, Muggy. Trouble follows me wherever I go, Kupo.
Right then. Order under the bridge. No need for the bombs to be torn from heads and shoved down throats. Yet.
Alright.
Our Mist is taking in the sights, I believe. Why don't you join him?
Sure thing, chicken wing. Sure thing, a chicken wing. The wind in your hair, the sun on your face. Here you can immerse yourself in the beauty and the calm, and forget the horrors. Almost. How far we have come, you and I. The others, they hesitate. But you understand the obligation, the duty, the need for atonement. What happened to you? We have lost so much. So many friends and loved ones. So many moments. We thought we could keep them and preserve them. But we are left with anguish in the end. Time strips us of even this bitter reminder, if we let it. But I cannot. This pain, this sadness, it is mine to bear, mine alone. This I understand now. Their grief will be mine, and in return, I will give them peace. But who and when and where? That is the question. Even we have our limits. Who did I lose? Everyone. No one. We have always been apart, have we not? Perhaps one day you will understand, and then you will share my loathing and contempt. Oh, forgive me, I have been away from the others too long. Sid will be worried. We must return to them at once. What's going on with you, buddy? That's strange. It's like the first round of quests, where the other guy was actually you. It's kind of what it feels like. Did you and Mist have time to talk? Yeah. Is Sid upset? I'm not sure, but I think I heard him grinding his teeth. Cool, pal. Is this another one of your friends? Yeah, Moggy.
There you are. I trust Mist has had ample time to reflect upon his mistake.
I have. I'm ready to resume my search for those I might help with my power. Difficult though it may be, I do not intend to give up.
Glad to hear it. In that case, there's no need to remain here any longer. I say we leave this accursed place and never return.
Don't be silly, Sid. I say we show Mist more of the churning mists. We did come all this way, you know. Come on, there's a place I'd like to show you. Think you've been overruled, buddy.
Now wait a goddamn moment. You can't go running off on your own. Like that. You'll get eaten by a three-headed gobbo. Rie! Bugging me with a bleeding. Come on. They can't have gone far. Watch out for the belligerent Drevanians and their mischievous goggle moogles.
Kupo? Is this another one of your friends, Kupo? Oh, he said it. Dunno. Whoopsie daisy. These bloody kids. Crocky O'Reilly. Oh, bada boom. Ba 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 da boom. Ba 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 boom. Ba dum. Oh, bada boom. Ba da ba 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 boom. Oh, Jesus, you killed the Mughals? Oh, alright, they're still alive. Not the palm. Dude.
Don't give me that look. If the little bastards didn't want their heads caved in, they shouldn't have tried to sneak up on me. Besides, they're still alive. You ought to give me credit for not holding back. Anyway, I lost the sight of the children. I'm not sure which way they went. I'll head north and circle back towards Asa. You head straightways here.
Alright, buddy. He say, sir. Who am I to refuse? Oh, I leveled up. Oh yeah, I did. Got that new ability, didn't I? I guess that's where that came from. I thought it came from the quest, that's why I didn't realize. Oh, whoops-a-daisy. Or maybe it did come from the quest and not level up. I don't know. I don't know. Rilla tells me she has a rather formed memory of this place. Yeah, I bet she does. Bloody Mughals. Sure. You should have seen the look on Sid's face when the Mughals started singing and dancing. He was utterly speechless. Why were the Mughals singing and dancing again? It was really stupid, but I guess you could say that Sid had become obsessed with trying to live up to his master's example, and for all the wrong reasons. He lost his family when he was younger than me. Sir Omphage took care of him, and Frey, but then they died too, so it's just the two of us now. He was angry and short-sighted, but now, well, he's still both those things, but not as much as before, so that's progress, I suppose. Sid's master was very dear to him, wasn't he? Oh, I know what you're thinking, buddy.
No, thank gods. You shouldn't have run off like that.
Do you wish to see him again? Your master?
Where's this coming from? What has Rael been telling you? I mean, there is much I wish I could have asked him before he passed, but... Wait, no. Don't you dare, you little shite.
Oh no, don't do it. What are you doing? You're just gonna piss him off. Ah, Sid. Charming as ever, I see.
Master.
And this must be Frey's successor. A worthy one, I have no doubt. My name is Omphage, and it's an honor and a pleasure to meet you, Tai. You did well to come so far on your own before meeting Sid. And together you have both grown so much, in mind and body and soul, as dark knights and as true heroes. Hi, Grandmaster. There was a time when I was hailed as a hero too, for deeds and meritorious in the defense of Ishgard, and in the name of the Fury. A brave and true temple knight I was, slayer of countless Stravanians, a commander beloved and respected by his men. They would follow me into the seventh hell. And indeed, that is where I led them. Time and time again, they would fall and I would earn the accolades. And then they would give me more green boys and dreams of glory. Green boys and red blood spilled on white snow, again and again and again. And then, one day I couldn't I couldn't remember the first one's face. I had forgotten the face of the first boy who gave his life for me. That was the day I left the Temple Knights. I know that tale by heart, but not the tale of what came after. Why, a goodly man with titles and wealth, a man who could have lived out his life days in comfort. Why that man chose to walk the path instead, and to once more accept 2 children into his care. You asked me that very question long ago, and I told you that one day you would understand. You were older and wiser and stronger. Shall we put you to the proof, Sid, and see if today is that day? You always were fond of tests. Now, don't be cross. You've only yourself to blame. These are your memories, remember? But of course you do. The point is, deep down, you wanted this, and while there's no substitute for the genuine article, you could do a lot worse. So do me this honor, all of you. One last dance with the dead. Show me the man you have become, Sidogoro, on the Obsidian Heart. We got this. Dark Knight Bros attack. Yeah, alright. Let's do this shit. Maybe. You ready, dude? Oh, wait. I'm ready now, buddy. You ready? You ready? Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah! For something. How about this? How about no? Huh? Huh, buddy? How about no? Yeah, right. Think I comprehend this situation, thank you. Oh, shit. Yeah, right, there we go. There we go. I'll break free, save royale. Okay. You good? Yeah, nice. Wow, you bugger. Oh, never mind. I got you, Sid. I got you, city boy. That hurt. That really hurt. How dare you? Not only my body, but my feelings too. Ooh, careful. Careful now. Again? How dare you? How dare you? Ooh, okay. Like right in the middle of that? Yeah. Easy breezy. You gonna do this again? Yeah. Wasn't for you, you'd be dead by now. Wasn't for Ty, you'd be dead by now. Come here. Stop shit talking, my boy.
Right, dumb son of a...
He's fine, Real, he's fine. We just gotta finish this, alright? There we go. Magnificent tie. Frey would be proud. Oh, thank you, oh, thank you. I do, I do, I do. And you, and you, and you. Bada boom, bada boom. Well done, Ty. Well done indeed. Frey would have been proud to know that you carry on his legacy. And mine. Then Sid. Sid, my boy. My beloved boy. You nearly had me.
Oh, spare me your sympathy, you bloody shade. I lost, and that's the end of it.
You kept Real and Terry out of harm's way, Sid. You did well. Learn to shut up and take a compliment. You asked me once why I chose to walk the path. Why I chose to look after you and Frey, even though deep down you already know. But since I lost, I owe you the answer from my lips. I was angry. Angry with the Temple Knights, angry with myself, angry with this twisted world where good men die for nothing. I was seeking justice for my boys, and forgiveness for my sins. I saved lives and punished the wicked, and for a time, that was enough. But nothing lasts forever, does it? And a man ought to have a legacy. I failed my boys, as Temple Knight, but you two were my second chance. I would teach you everything I knew, everything I learned from my mistakes, so you wouldn't have to make them. I would send you out into the world to do great things, and maybe, it would all balance out. Well, that's all I have to say about that. You know what comes next, don't you? Though I suppose I ought to give you a word of advice before I disappear in a puff of smoke. I am your predecessor's master, after all. People like us will never know peace. Every moment brings us closer to death. Those are our enemies, our loved ones, and yes, our very own. The fear of death is what keeps most men alive. That dread and desperation to escape the inevitable. Only for a little longer. Though we are not like most men. We have seen what awaits us beyond the abyss. We have tasted that despair, bathed in that oblivion. We have wept rivers for our dead, and cursed the gods for their cruelty. That is our sword and our strength, and that is why you may one day stand above us all. May the gods have mercy on your soul. Take care, Sid. Be nicer to the girl, and try to be less of a chocobo's ass.
Oh, for the love of...
Oh, that's very sweet. The depths of the abyss, a flame lingers. Yep. They weren't supposed to fight. Well, that's who they are, buddy. Sid's in a bad way. I think Sir Humfage may have overdone it a bit.
For an illusion, that bastard hit awfully hard. Reclaim your ether so we can leave. I may need to visit a healer.
Alright, buddy. Yep. Gotta press the thing. As the ether flows into your soul crystal once more, from the depths of the fading abyss you hear a whisper.
But what's the whisper?
God damn it.
Good. Let's see it all worked out in the end. As for you, Mist, I distinctly recall telling you not to do that.
Forgive me. Had I known it would come to violence, I...
Don't you dare stop pouting. I'm annoyed, and sore all over. But it's nothing that won't heal with time. All I ask is that you promise not to do it again without warning and consent. Memories can be powerful and painful, in more ways than one. That said, he was right. I've only myself to blame. If I thought I could defeat him, I would have. But I didn't think I had a chance, and so I didn't.
His injuries are worse than I thought. We should hurry back to Mogholm. For a moment, I was certain he would fly into a fury. Could it be that he is grateful for the experience after all? Then it was not in vain. Tried and broken that he may be, he is nevertheless better for the pain, and in time, we may be too. There is still hope. Redemption is not beyond us. Who are you? Interesting. I'm going to be lazy. Be very lazy. Forgive me.
Forgive me!
He will recover, yes? Yeah. He'll heal, but I'm afraid it's going to take a while. The Mughals can probably help, though. Whatever. Sid would have to let them, and good luck convincing him.
On the bright side, you can't blame us this time.
I'm afraid Rial is right. I'm going to need some time to recover. I'm not fit to travel in my condition. Which means, oh gods help me, I'm going to have to stay with these furry little shites even longer. 2 more times, was it? 2 more times and we'll be finished with this boys' crusade. Not soon enough. Alright. Ty, be a dear and punch a Mughal for me, would you?
Sure thing, buddy. As you can see, Sid has yet to fully recover from his bout of Sur-Enfance, and there is no telling how much time he will require. But my quest will brook no delay. If we must seek out another soul in need of succor, without their assistance, then so be it. Do you agree? I got you. Whoever you are. Then we are of one mind. Now then, where shall we begin our search? War is perhaps the greatest source of man's misery. So much death and destruction. A battlefield, perhaps? Yes. This slaughter you bore witness to at Castrum Oriens is precisely that of which I speak. A tragedy which tore apart the lives of every man and woman touched in it. My mind is made up. That is where we must go.
If I had it my way, I'd not let you out of my sight. But again, it's your soul crystal at stake. I'm only here to help you reclaim your Aoife. If you think you can look after him by yourself, then by all means. As for me, I think I've finally regained enough strength to make my journey back to Ishgard. When you've finished in Girabanya, come and find us at the Forgotten Night.
Alright, buddy. You got it. Girabanya. 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 Hello. Castrum Oriens. How it buzzes with life. So many brave soldiers, resolved to do their duty no matter the cost. But I've no doubt there will be a cost, and it will be most high, for no man is beyond the reach of fate. Death will not be denied. This place, it weighs on me. Anywhere but here I would search. Buddy? Maybe he can use his magic on me and bring back Papalimo. That would be appreciated. Hello. Are you also someone I know? Come to share the fire. I would stand to greet you, stranger. But my legs, my eyes, the whole of me is not what it once was. Tai, I know that name, and that voice. By Ralga, you're still alive. Praise him, praise him. Who is this man on the verge of death? Is he your friend? Nay. I'm flattered that you would think so. This man made medicine for me long ago at the behest of Captain Meffred, when we were still in Quarry Mill. I'd kept it all for myself. If I'd kept it all for myself, I'd have made a full recovery. But I couldn't. I had a dear friend, you see, and so I made a choice. He got better. I didn't. Ended up working for the Griffin, he did. As a right-hand man, even. But like all the rest who went to the wall, he never came back. The irony of it, that I'd be the one to outlive them all, if only for a little while. And so I sit here and await the reckoning, as I rot from the inside out, the husk of freedom fighter I aspired to be. No, this is not the ending you deserve. I will not allow it. The man he spoke of, the one whose life he chose to save at the cost of his own, that man is proof of his nobility. If he were here... Do you wish to see him again? Your dear friend? Oda, aye. More than anything. There's no point in praying for the impossible. He died with the rest. I'm sure of it. He was the Griffin's double, and one of his top commanders besides. You're a kind boy, you are, and I'm grateful for company in this twilight hours. But there's no need to trouble yourself further. My time is nearly spent. Then spend the remainder thinking of better days, Galleon, and not dwelling on the death of me and mine. God, strike me down. Outer. No, it can't be. This is naught more than a trick, an illusion, a lie. But even if it is a lie, hear me, Outer. I've a favour to ask of you. One final favour for a dying fool. Return to the Reach, to Bloodstorm. Offer a prayer for our brothers there. I will, Galleon. You have me word. We should talk. Outside. Craigie, will you go without her? He has to make it. I've naught left but this. Alright, buddy. I have to believe. I have to believe.
To Mifrid and Galleon, you were larger than life. I always wanted to meet you, and there we are. Though I reckon this doesn't really count, does it? If only I could go back and tell myself what a blind bloody fool I was to place me trust in the Griffin. Maybe Galleon wouldn't be dying alone. Listen, he hasn't got much time. I'll lead the way. The wilds between here and the Reach aren't too dangerous, but as you can see, I'm unarmed, so I'll not be any good to you in a fight.
Nor will I fear. We'll have to rely solely on you for protection. No worries. I got this.
I've no doubt you can keep us safe. You're the bleeding warrior of light. After all, let's be off.
Okay. Warrior of Light, away! Don't worry, boyos, I got this. Oh, did I already have that? I still got this, don't worry. Bum ba da ba dum bum. Ba da boom. You know what? I'm just gonna stand in this. What do you think about that, Mr. Chicken? That's right, get out of here. Oh, okay.
Strong as ever, eh? Stronger than you were that day, I reckon. They say that when the Griffin's men realised you were coming to stop them, they grew panicked and unsure. How could they take up arms against a man hailed as the hero of Eos here? A hero who had personally intervened in their lives for the better. Some stood their ground and died then and there for it, I imagine, while others looked the other way and tried to find some more Imperials to kill. I pray I wasn't foolish enough to try and fight you. I owed you better.
Oh, buddy. They're there, we're gonna get you there. Howda, speak to me.
I'm fine. Just got dizzy all of a sudden. We have to hurry. Do you hear me? We have to make it to the Reach.
We will do. I promise. Howdar has to stay strong. He has to remember what's at stake.
I made a promise to Galleon. I will not fail you, brother.
It cannot be distance. We haven't travelled far enough yet.
A man's memories cannot outlive him. I told you, he hasn't got much time, and neither do I. I'll hold on as long as I can, but in the end, it's not up to me.
Damn. No, I will not allow it. He will endure. He will fulfill Galen's wish.
So close.
Howdar, you must go on. You must make Galen whole. Remember Howdar.
Oh, you think I know that? He saved my life. And we all went and died for naught. All we ever wanted was to go home. Oh, come ye wayward brothers, bereft of half an home. Beneath yon burner star there lies a heaven for the bold. Raise up your hands and voices, let fill your hearts with pride. Above the churning waters, we stand strong and unified. Come on, buddy. We can still go home. Even now, after everything we've done, we can still go home.
He fell and would not rise. He began to shake and he was so close. He could have made it. He should have made it. How cruel that God tempts us with the promise of redemption. We did not fail. They failed us. They failed us. You know that's not... Forgive me. Forgive me. My own failure is my own. I had my chance and I squandered it. Reclaim that which is yours. God damn, buddy. As the ether flows into your soul crystal once more, from the depths of the fading abyss you hear a whisper. It is not finished. Not yet. You will come and pray with me. Sure will. Damn. Actually. Alright. Well, I guess this is where we're going. Okay. A storm of blood approaches fast. Hell's open, heaven weep. For one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. Respect. What good are prayers of this to the dead? They have no ears to listen, nor eyes to see, or hearts to console. Naught remains of them save fleeting recollections soon lost to time and to the abyss. We are left only with pain, a lingering sadness for names and faces consigned to oblivion. How are we to withstand this relentless onslaught which threatens to consume us? Is there no truth but this, that all men must die? Is this our world to suffer, or to shape? The world is what we make of it. I by my sword. That is my truth. Indeed, we are only bound by the God's law by choice. We cannot save everyone, can we? Sometimes, it is all we can do to save ourselves. Does any of it matter? What, if aught, have we wrought by our own hands? One last time, I gave you my word, and I mean to keep it. But know this, every intervention has come at a cost, a sacrifice. When I have finished, naught will remain of me. But it does not have to be. For all our faults, for all our failures, we have made a difference. All the lies we have shattered, we can make them come together again. Time and death, our true enemies, they hold no power over us. I can make place for you in my world. You need only ask. What you mean, buddy? We should go back to Ishgard. You must miss Sid and Rael. What's your world, buddy? Well, that was sad. Poor Galleon. They're the Forgotten Night. Bum. Bada bum. Bada bum. Is everything alright, Ty? Not really. Ty, I pray your trip to Garabanya was productive. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I'm glad you reclaimed more of your ether. I but wish the circumstances hadn't been so depressing. For Mist's sake, we shall have to see how he is feeling when he returns. No, as far as I'm aware, he is yet to return to Ishgard, and it certainly isn't here, as you can see. Oh, God damn it. Don't tell me he decided to run away, and just when I was beginning to trust the little bastard. No. I could still be wrong. He's earned a little trust. A few days' worth, no more. Cool. Creates a barrier around the target that absorbs damage, totaling 25% of the target's maximum HP. So I can put that on another person. It's like the barrier tanks can put on people in Star Wars: The Old Republic and PvP, huh? That's kind of cool. God. Yeah, I like that. God damn it, Mist. We're going to have to track him down and make him return the remainder of the ether he stole from you, aren't we? He said that when this was finished, naught would remain of him. Bloody vague and ominous, to say the least. We'll just have to press him for answers when we find him. You last saw him in Ralga's Reach in Garabanya, yes? We'll start there. I'm going too, and I won't take no for an answer. Sid's gotten better, but he's a long way from fully recovered. Besides, you'll need someone else to help you do the talking. Sid's no good at it. Fair enough. No comment. Oh, jeez. Alrighty. Amigo. Hello. Looking for a young boy with long blue hair, you say? I reckon I would have remembered someone like that if they were to come this way, and I don't. Spoke with a fella before me during the changing at guard, as we do, and he made no mention of anyone matching that description either. Alright. Concerning. Very concerning. What's that? You're looking for that boar too, are you? I was watching some birds late of a night when I heard someone squawking about me. Forgive me, forgive me, I hear him saying before he runs off and disappears into the dark. Then I realise it's quiet. Too quiet, aye? Sleeping birds make noise. And mine ain't, 'cause they're dead. Every last one of 'em. No wounds or any other obvious marks. But there they lay, like the life was sucked right out of 'em. I don't know how or why he did it, but there's no denying that he did. I demand recompense. If you find him, you bring him to me. Alright. I mean, he does like to say forgive me. It could be a coincidence, buddy. I'm just saying. It's basically his catchphrase at this point. Oh yeah, I remember that long-haired boar. Very curious, with many questions about the nature of ether. He conversed with one of the other conjurers for a time. I know not what they discussed, but from his expression I gathered it was important. Alright. Alrighty, bye-bye. I didn't mean to do that. I have a bad feeling about this. I hope Mist hasn't done something stupid. You and me both. No one use you folks through the reach these days.
Our inspector returns. Tell us, have you found aught of Mist's whereabouts?
Not really.
Seen conversing with a conjurer and possibly killing chocobos. Not sure what to make of that. Though we can be sure he stayed here for a time. But perhaps no longer. We learned but moments ago from Gillo here that a boy matching Mist's description was seen leaving the Reach. He is for the peaks, and so are we.
Alright. That's just, yeah, okay, cool. Let's go through here then. So that's it. Aye.
Medgar Soma.
Alright. They're dead. Just dead. Like the chocobos in the story you had.
No visible injuries, no bleeding. Aye, it is as Rail says. These beasts died for no discernible reason.
Sorry.
Just like the chocobos that man in the Reach claims Mist somehow killed. But it doesn't add up. Other than his singular magic, Mist was utterly helpless, unless he was always capable of this. But we know the answer already. The story of Reefer when we first met.
Even if he could do it, even if he did do it, why?
We'll ask him when we find him. And this time you let me do the talking. Search the east, Riel, and I will head south. We'll meet in between if we find naught, and if we do, either you'll come to our aid or we to yours.
Alrighty. Here, buddy. As you survey their surroundings, you observe naught out of the ordinary. But on the edge of your hearing, you hear a whisper to the southwest. More whispering, huh? Sorry. What do we have here? Oh no, you didn't. God damn it. No, Mother. This is unfortunate.
7 Hills. I hate being right. On your guard, Mist has shown his true colors. The ether or whatever else he took from those beasts have given him tremendous strength. Contrary to his earlier warnings, conjuring another simulacrum wasn't the end of him. And of all the wonderful people he had to pluck from our memories, he chose Estrad de Calagran. He knows why we're here, and this is his answer. He summoned the monster that haunts Real in her dreams and sends her screaming from her bed.
Forgive me, Sid, but you gave me no choice. Say your name, your real name. Shall I ask you the same? Who holds the reins? Though it matters not, we are complicit, you and I. Can you even remember why you came here? Can you even remember how many you killed? How many lives shattered? How many stories ended? Upon the surface of the crystal I caved the sins of the dark nights past, and yours are beyond counting, beyond fathoming, without end. Justice is an excuse, nobility is a lie, murder is murder. And though we are most definitely not without fault, it is this cruel, indifferent world which has made murderers of us all. But we need suffer no longer. I sought to make these broken souls whole, one by one, when in truth the solution was much more simple. A world beyond pain and suffering and despair, a world beyond death, a world in which we never bid farewell to our dearest friends.
And how many beasts will you need to kill to make this world of yours? How much ether will you consume to see it through? Bloody self-righteous sophistry from a mewling whelp. So do your brilliant plan is to fill the world with simulacra of the dead, is it? And then somehow that's supposed to make everyone happy? Well, you have one thing right, I'll grant you that. The world is brutal, uncaring, without logic or justice. No justice, but that which we make ourselves. And I'll be damned if I give it to you up so you can force your illusions upon us to assuage your guilt.
Did you not find comfort in your reunion with your master, even though you knew it was a lie? Did it not help you to unburden your soul, to find a measure of peace in this madness? I am not your enemy. Not then nor now. I will not fight you. All I ask is that you leave me to my duty. It's never too late to turn back. You are still a good person. You can still be a good person. I'm about to... Okay, I'm not going to drop some wisdom on you. So this is your answer. Maybe you cannot accept what needs to be done, but I can. Goodbye. Alright, let's do this. Please? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong bloody button, that's fine. Alright, cheeky. Who's next? You little shit. Ugh. This fucker. Bring it. So many broken by this world, and then by you. So many. Woe betide the man who stands opposed to the warrior of light, for death will be his reward, death for him and his kin and all that he holds dear. Woe betide the man who stands with the weapon of light, for death will be his reward, death for him and his kin and all that he holds dear. Like sands through the hourglass, everything we fight so desperately to protect slips through our fingers. And what remains is us, only us, and the memory of our sin. To walk this path is to suffer, to sacrifice. Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. Justice demands no less. Sorry. Serve, slave, slay. Aye, sins aplenty, aye, but regrets, not so much. And if you wouldn't listen to me, the embodiment of good sense and pragmatism, then what hope could you possibly have? A house divided could not stand, you know. This childish rebellion ends now. What in the seven hells is this? It's my boy, that is me, I think. Oh, it's actually free. A compromise, I suppose? Our dear friend here refused to let me take the reins, but I wasn't about to stand idly by while that imbecile tries to do whatever it was he was trying to do. No hard feelings about White Brim, eh? Promise not to stab you in the back. Don't be just like old times. Like that little smirk. A Dark Knight needs a sword. Take mine. No, no, this is wrong. This is all wrong. I offer you peace, restitution, a chance to make amends. Do you not think you are above it? Do you not think that a reckoning will be postponed indefinitely? Warriors of Light? What cool little tease for Shadowbringers this would have been. When it comes, I shall welcome it with open arms. But today will not be the day, and you will not be the judge. Damn. This is dope. Bum, ba, da, bum, bum. Well then, we'll deal with the dross, then the boy. That's a simple plan. You're a healer, you're going down first. Sorry, it must be so. Again and again and again you kill. Oh, is frickin' Ardbert gonna show up? That'd be cool. There'd be 3 of me. There he is! Oh. God, I love you, boy. Dug hard for those magnificent bastards, didn't you? But lest you forget, we bested them before. There's 3 of me in this fight. Ooh, crikey, what's going on here? I enjoy taking your ass down again. Asshole. Why won't they answer? Igor is too weak to summon more shades. Sorry, Ardbert, buddy. I'll see you later. Finish it, Ty. Use Soul Eater. Reclaim the last Yori for a Maker's Hole. Reckoning, you will not be. Nice, that was cool. That was cool. I like that. I enjoyed that, I did. Forgive me. Forgive me. I ask, I beg, I pray, but it never comes. Oh, buddy. Again, they go to join the multitude in the black oblivion of the abyss. This is a very familiar sight, isn't it? This. Such is our lot. Such is the fate of all who are born, to suffer and to die. Do not seek forgiveness, for it will not ease the burden. It weighs as it should. But what of the lost? Do they not deserve to live again? They do, in our hearts and our souls and our memories. No one likes having to say goodbye, but it's part of life. That's what makes the time we share together so precious. You can't obsess over the mistakes of the past, or you'll lose sight of the future, or the people still with us, who need us more than ever. The greatest strength is born of the flame in the abyss. Hi. Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. Listen. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. Thank you. That's it. That's all I ever wanted. Is this my inner turmoil made manifest? So, this is it? One last parting? One final farewell? After a fashion? In our darkest hour, in the blackest night, think of me, and I will be with you, always. For where else could I go? Who else could I love but you? Aww. God damn. My ears are standing up. Back of my neck. God, that was good. I feel like it's peaked. I feel like the job class says I started with the best one. I guess I didn't start with this one. It's like, with the third one I think I finished. I guess I've not finished technically. There's like one quest at the end of Shadowbringers. But anyway, I feel like I peaked early. I can't imagine the others are that, like, oof. That's so good. Oof, oof. Man, the feels. Ooh. So Lil Dude was also part of me, I assume. Like, I guess since the other one, Frey, was like my like anger, darker side, I guess he was my lighter side. And that was basically my inner turmoil made manifest. Is my assumption of that. So, it's very beautiful. Ah, you're back. Welcome home.
You'll forgive us for returning to Ishgard ahead of you, I hope. I needed some time to think on everything that happened in Garabanya. I won't pretend to know everything you've been through in your life. A man can never truly understand what's in another's heart, and probably not their own, for that matter. I'm pretty much rambling at this point, but I suppose what I'm trying to say is that I'm grateful for everything you've done for me and Rial. I like you, I respect you, and I'll always be here for you, if you need me. We're fellow walkers of the path, after all, and friends, I'd like to think.
We're all definitely friends, buddy. Trio of friends. I've been wondering. Meester appeared at the same time the soul crystal cracked, yes? But which happened first? And why then and there?
Damned if I know. Does anyone truly understand how the soul crystals work? What matters is that the crystals and I have been made whole. That said, a heart bleeds, a man weeps, his soul burns. Thence comes the darkness to consume, and a few hearts have bled as much as his.
Speaking of bleeding, I think your wounds have reopened. If you would sit, it would be much easier for me to tend them. You should go get some rest too, Ty. Not all wounds are so obvious.
Out of the mouths of babes and sucklings, praise alone. She's right, though. No need to overdo it by running off to the next battle, just yet. If you must put one foot in front of the other, though, why don't you go back to where this whole damned mess began? Maybe you'll have an epiphany.
Oh, bugger. Wasn't that out by the broom? I guess not. Oh, you mean this mess? I thought you meant the Dark Knight thing in general. Alright. Da-da-down. Oh dear.
What troubled you, Master Ramel?
Oh, my boy.
But of course, just bitterly cold this day. At times like these, one should be warming themselves by a fire. Not a day goes by without your name being spoken, you know. The soldiers and merchants often bring us news of your latest exploits. That said, to hear it from the hero himself would be much preferable. But there would be no expectation were you to call on us. The pleasure of your company alone would be more than enough.
Oh, buddy.
Rare, though I expect it will be in the days to come. But your destiny was never to remain here, was it? A part of me wishes that you would.
Oh, I'll get a home here, I promise. It's happening. They're making a filament. I outbuild it. I'll come. I'll stay.
Forgive me. I find myself growing more and more sentimental in my old age. And in working on my memoirs, I have had time to reflect on the darker chapters in my life. Hoshafont lived his life to the fullest, and if his story is preserved for generations to come, then I should be glad of it. You will always have a place here, Ty. For you are my family now. Now go. Do not let me keep you from your labors. The world waits for none. Not even you.
Alright, buddy.
I love you. I love you.
So, was it my anguish or the, Oshafont that made it happen? This concludes the Dark Knight's quest for Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. Yep. Yeah, I can't do it until I get to level 80, I don't think.